Jet Luchenko really impressed you in the skating test, and it seems like ever since then it kept impressing. When for you did it click that you might have a chance to make your team?
Oh, I don't know when it clicked. He just played well. As I told you guys the other day, you could see his maturity right away, and he deserves to where he is right now. He deserves just through his play and just how he's handled himself.
Sorry, I thought you were about to open your mouth. I was going to let you go.
Yeah, sorry.
John. So we talked to Danny. We talked to him about 10:30. He discussed the idea of, while he's here, nothing's guaranteed. He's going to have to, keep proving that he deserves to be up here. What are you going to be watching to tell you whether he should stay, beyond the 9 games, the whole season? What are you going to be looking for from him?
I'm just going to watch him play. There's no particular thing. We do have with him that 9-game situation that we're very well aware of, and we'll watch him, and the whole process will unfold. I'm not going to predict anything. I'm not going to be looking for that particular thing, or I'm going to let him play. I watch him today when we're working on the power play. He's one of the best power play guys out there today as far as the way he was moving the puck. We start seeing him play, and if we feel what's happening is not good for his development, those are the decisions. We're going to have a constant conversation about it. But we're not going to overthink it and say, oh, he made a bad play there, he's got to go back. We're going to let the kid play and have conversations as we're playing the games and see where it goes from there.
Is there a world where, because right now you have him on the power play today,
Mm-hmm.
he's on the third line, which isn't the top
Maybe.
line, but
Maybe it's the third
maybe
line.
it's the
I don't
third,
know.
depending
Yeah.
on who plays
Yeah.
best, right? But he's with 2 guys in Farabee and Brink, so it's not like he's getting buried. But is there a situation where, let's say he's doing the little things, he's playing well, he's pushing the play, doing smart things, but the offense isn't there? Would you guys stick with him, even though maybe he's not scoring the same way you did with, say, Forster last year?
Again, it depends how we feel about his game. I don't know how to answer the question. It's too early to ask me that question. You should have those questions ready for me after Game 9, whether he's here or not, and I'll give you the answers. But I'm not predicting anything. You guys like to say, oh, he's this, he's that, he should be here, he should. I'm going to let the kid play because he deserves to be here to play, and then we'll make our call from there.
Obviously, the team hasn't changed much, but you got two teenagers in there now with Jet and Matvey. What does that do for the rest of the guys, the older guys? Does it bring a new energy? Is it something that you welcome with 2 guys trying to find their way?
It's a young league. Yeah. See, I don't look at ages. I don't. I just watch how they play, and I do what I also watch is how they handle themselves, and I think they both have done a really good job of that. I think Matvey's come in here early, he's learned the language, really no problems communicating with them, knows the guys know him. That's been seamless as far as that's concerned. So that's a question you may ask the guys. I don't see. I think the way our locker room does nothing but help these two and how welcoming they are and knowing the responsibility they have with 2 young guys.
Yeah, that's kind of what because you've talked on end about the room, is that the fact that you've got 2 young kids coming in there now, the culture that you have is set, you're confident.
I feel comfortable, yeah. Without us having to worry too much about it. I know they went to the ball game the other day. I know they were looked after. Some of the guys came in and talked to me about it today. That's, as I said, I'll put this room up against any room in the league. And in this type of situation, and I know there's speculation and questions, and you have a right to ask them and think about it. Are they too young? Are they ready? Especially with Jet, I think the room helps that and will help them through some rough spots.
Danny said this morning about the vets. He said that while there were vets on the team, everybody came to camp in great shape. The practices were great. He didn't necessarily love that some of the vets he felt maybe were a little casual in the games. Did you see that as well? And does that concern you?
At times, no, it doesn't concern me. No, I think sometimes when you're you're in these games as a veteran guy. You're still looking ahead to what the real stuff means, and trying to get yourself ready for that. No, it doesn't concern me. I think they've had a good camp. I think they're in really good shape. I trust our guys to know when it's time to play, they'll be ready to play. And I think some guys had struggled. Some of the 2 or 3 veterans struggled through the camp, but I don't think it was being casual. I just think it was just a little bit of a struggle. And we'll see how that works out when we start playing the games, and we'll make our lineups from there.
How much are you still maybe kind of uncertain about your picture at center? Like, how much will early performance dictate where guys may be playing, with certain wingers?
As far as lines, with the I'm not sure. You can see how I'm going to start. I've had it there for the past couple of days. That's the way we'll probably start, but I'm not sure. I've just got to let them play. We've got back-to-backs right away, which I think is good for us. Just so we get 6 periods of stuff that means a lot right away, and we can see where it all falls from there. I don't want a knee-jerk, but I don't know. I have an idea of how some guys play with one another, but you never know. That could go right out the window. It's just I do it by feel, and I'll talk to the coaches, and we'll see how the games, when they're starting to be played, how we feel about what the lines look like.
I know Bradshaw really raved about Jetlichenko's upside as a PKer. I know it looks like he's going to play power play. Do you envision him PKing as well? Like, do you envision all situations?
Yeah, he'll get some time there too. Yep.